Hello, it's me again, Gabrielle. This is a more compassionate, serious talk I want to have with you. I'm gonna first put myself out there. I don't mind being exposed for my past sins. I don't mind because I've been forgiven and it's been forgotten by God. Notice who I said by. It's been forgotten by God, and that's all that matters. So with that being said, I'm going to share with you, don't matter who you are, your age, this is going to touch you and cause you to make a wise decision to come out. As you're coming into 2014, we have, I believe, counting today, 5 more days. Today is the 27th. I want to encourage you and expose myself to let you know that you're not alone. You're not disgusting. You're not a heathen. You're not beneath no one. You're not a dog, and you know, you deserve better treatment and to be loved on, and that's what God wants to do. So with that being said, I'm going to pour my heart out to you, whoever you are, how many of you are there is, even if there's just one person, that's even great too. It doesn't matter the number. It's just the heart that we're looking at. I'm going to sit here and tell you that I want to encourage you to come out as you come into 2014. When I say come out, I mean come out of the things that's been holding you in bondage. Come out of things that the enemy has been attacking you with, even using people because of how they are. They're being attacked too. So hurting people hurt others. They never meant to do it to you. It wasn't a personal thing. I want to encourage you to keep that in mind. When people do things to you, it's never personal. They're even inflicting their own selves, not even wanting to, because they're possessed and they don't have the power to stop it. That's where God comes in at. So with that being said, I'm going to share some things with you that's going to prepare you, propel you, and provoke you to come on out and be free. Let God free you, be born again, or come back to Christ, because he's married to the backslider. And if he did it for me, since he did it for me, he going to do for you. It's just, will you say yes and say you coming on out? Come out. Come out fighting for your life back, your joy back, your peace, your love, everything that belongs to you. Are you going to come out so you can receive it? When I say come out, I'm going to tell you my story, and it'll help you more with understanding. I used to be very insecure, full of low self-esteem. I used to go clubbing like crazy. I'd be in there half naked. I had my boobs all out. I'd be on a dance floor. I was dancing like a stripper. I was humping on the floor, dancing, put my legs up, humping on different dudes, grinding on them, just wanting attention here and there. I'd be on that dance floor all night, getting my cardio on, working out with heels on, you name it. I used to wear one pieces that was so short you can see the color up under my butt cheeks. You know what I'm talking about. So I used to be that girl. I used to wear shades a lot when I went to the club to hide my eyes. I didn't want you to see what I was looking at. All kind of stuff I was doing. And the atmosphere was set for that. Just a bunch of us in there sinning, sleeping with whoever, drinking whatever, snorting whatever. Not me. I wasn't snorting. I don't never do drugs. But I'm just saying that's what goes on in that kind of atmosphere where it's full of sin and full of demonic spirits, controlling that territory. But yeah, I used to dress all kind of ways. I was fornicating. And I'm going to share with you something else that I came up out of by God's grace and him delivering me because I wanted it. I was tired of being possessed and controlled by spirits, and then tired of being insecure, So, man, I was fornicating, wasn't even using protection. Condoms don't help you out at all either. That's not no. I have friends who even use condoms. I'm going to tell you something about condoms. They even tell you on the box, show you how the enemy is. He's telling you it's not going to protect you. It's just saying it may help reduce the risk, but you're not going to stop getting the disease. No. What does that look like for you, for the enemy to allow you to be protected from getting consequences, the consequences for sinning? It don't work that way. If you fornicate, you're going to have to pay some consequences, even if that means a STD, a sexually transmitted disease. That's why we should wait till marriage. But anyway, yeah, I was having unprotected sex and having, different partners, sometimes doing threesomes, stuff like that. In the doctor's office a lot, trying to play Russian roulette with my life, not even loving on myself, not knowing who I was, just scared, in there with a bunch of other folks too that I knew of. We all was going to the clubs together and We all be in there the same beginning of the days of the week before the weekend comes, so we can get into some more sin. That's all it was. You know, we all sitting up in there looking at each other, thinking, trying to figure out what each other in there for and what's going on and who got what. You know, and it was just terrible. Terrible. That's terrible. So I thank God because I should have been pregnant. I should have had AIDS or HIV. I should have had something that was incurable. But God covered me. None of that happened to me. Why didn't it? I couldn't tell you. All I can say is it had to be His grace and Him blocking it and telling the enemy not so in that area. Because I should have. It should have been me. But my friends paid the price for their consequence. They end up having children. They end up catching diseases, you know. And I was like, wow, this is, when I came back to God, I was like, wow, it should have been me. I was a straight fool. I was possessed for real. I was full of lust, you know. I used to go to the club wear short jean skirts without no panties on. Think about that. And look at me now. All cleaned up. But I'm still getting delivered every day, all day now. But I don't go around places with no panties on no more. I don't do all that. Let's just keep it real. I told you, I'm not religious. I'm in a relationship with God. So I'm going to keep it real with you. But when I look back at the stuff I used to do when I was in sin and in lust, I used to have guys over my house having parties. I mean, we would entertain them. We would dance for them. I mean, it was just crazy. It was crazy. You know, I should have been killed by doing that. I was not covered at all. I mean, my God. I did so much strange, perverted stuff. Oh, Lord. The list just goes on and on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a book about it. And I'm going to go into more details for you all. So you can be delivered and set free. It's going to deliver you and set you free too. I know it is. So with that being said, I just want to share that with you to come on out. You know, I want to share something else with you. You know, when I got molested, I had a battle with not trying to molest other kids because that perverted spirit had grown and it was becoming strong. And I mean, I started having these strange thoughts and sexual thoughts towards kids. And I was like, nah, I wouldn't even be around people's kids. I didn't even want to watch this lady kids who asked me to babysit her kids. I told her I couldn't do it. I had to ask God to deliver me from that. You know, that was scary. And it was so perverted. It just felt perverted in my spirit. I could feel it, the aura of it. It was just perverted. But let me think. Did a lot of wild stuff, a lot of partying when I was in sin, a lot of strange stuff. And I got myself into it. I knew what I was doing. I was being possessed, and I loved my sin at the time, and man, was on my way to hell at that time. If the death angel would have came, I would have went to hell. No lie about it. God kept me, and so I know I'm chosen and I have a purpose because I literally shouldn't be talking to you right now on this video. I really shouldn't, but I am so grateful. That's why I love God like I do, and that's why I would do anything for Him because He let me live. Even now, coming into 2014, do I deserve this? No. Do I think it's old and due me? I don't think God don't owe me anything. I owe Him, you know. But my debt, I don't owe the enemy nothing. The enemy can't hold nothing over my head. I don't owe him any debt, nothing. He can't touch me and do nothing. He has to get permission for anything concerning my life. So with that being said, that's something I wanted to share with you. I'm trying to think because there's a bunch of sin I done did. Let me see here. I want to say to you, I put myself out there first because I don't want you to feel like, oh, you know, you don't want to, you're embarrassed or guilty or ashamed about it. I felt those feelings too. But you know what? When I got around the right people who had God, meaning everywhere you go is godly people in the church. You just got to use wisdom and discernment and pray and ask God to show you them. You know them by the fruit that they bear. You know what love is. You know what real love is. And you know what lust is. Okay? God will give you wisdom to discern between the two. So you won't be prostituted in the spirit or manipulated or raped or robbed of who you are because they see you're tenderhearted. So when I got around the right people who I knew had God for real and I trusted them and stuff, I shared some things. I got my deliverance. I came up out of a lot of things. I matured more in the spirit. I grew. I bypassed some of the people that's been in there for decades. I was like, wow, you've been here way longer than me. You got grandchildren my age. And I passed, you know, I was shocked at that. But, let's see. I'm just really proud of what God did to me and my choice. So you have to be willing. You can't be studying what folks gonna think when you talk about it. You got to be bold enough to say, look, I ain't studying you. I ain't studying what you're talking about in your religious ways and your judgmental ways. You can't let what people going to say get to you. You got to think about you. Do you want to be free? Do you want to come out the box? Stop letting folks control you who ain't even delivered themselves, who don't even know who they are. You got to come to a realization that, hey, you need to know God for yourself. You need to get delivered so you can help other people. Because you can't help nobody if you damage goods. I even know that about myself. Now that I'm no longer damaged goods, I can help any and everybody that the Lord has anointed me to do it with. Because I've been through so much. That's why I can reach any and everybody. Because of what I've been through from my little girl childhood all up to now. I can reach you. So, with that being said too, I was going to say something else. So that's what I want to encourage you to do. To come out. Come out. I don't care whether you're into homosexuality and you do oral sex and get penetrated, anal sex. Come on out and get free. Let them people of God love the hell out of you. Love those spirits out of you. Kingdom-minded people will do that, not religious folks. I don't care if you're into lesbianism or if you're bisexual and y'all licking on each other and everything is just everywhere and you're doing this and trying this. I don't care. We love you with the love of Christ. Come as you are. That's who we're here for. That's who Jesus is here for. The ones that are sick spiritually. Not us who are mature now and have grown in the faith and know better. No. We're supposed to be helping in church. We're supposed to be helping people like you and loving on you. So it doesn't bother me how you smell, what you're into, how you dress when you come on in there, because we're there and I don't mind loving you until you come on out. The thing is, are you willing to come out? I don't care if you molested children. That's very hurtful and painful because I've been there. I know how that feels. It's hurtful and painful, but God will still forgive you and forget it. He's not like man. Okay, so if he's going to forget and forgive you, I don't mind forgiving and forgetting it too. Because I love you with the love of Christ, and the love of Christ is unconditional. I don't care if you murder somebody. Whew, Jesus, that's deep. If they were innocent or a child, hey, if you're willing to come on out and get free, come on out. I don't care if you're a big-time drug dealer. You done murder people and stuff, whatever you've done. Or if you torment people in basements or whatever you've done, innocent people, come out. Just come on out. And let God be the one to deliver you and set you free and turn your life around. I don't care if if you bullied somebody or jumped on somebody or, just did something that was so evil and wicked that the thought can't fathom it. Just come out. It don't take one little simple thought, one little change in your heart to say yes. Just come out. It's not hard. You know why it seems hard to you? Because you keep thinking about, you keep letting the enemy torment your mind. You keep isolating yourself. You keep thinking negative thoughts. And then you keep caring what people think and how you're going to look. It doesn't matter. When you know the person or you know somebody who has God and you feel the love of Christ, come out. Get free. Get delivered from those spirits. Just come out. I'm here to tell you, come out. I came out. I was amongst them people. And you know what I said? I said, I don't like men. I was calling out all kind of feelings I was feeling. When I got through calling out stuff, they was calling out the spirit for what it was. I was confessing the spirit, telling it to leave, and I got delivered. I wanted out. I came out, and I'm still getting delivered every day, all day. It didn't stop there. I'm still getting delivered every day, all day. So I just want you to know that if you want to come out this year, as you're coming into 2014, don't go into 2014 with a homosexuality spirit, with a lesbian spirit. Don't get caught up like that with that rebellious, manipulating spirit. Don't go into 2014 with a murdering demon. A suicidal demon. Don't do that. God said he'll give you life and that more abundantly. Don't carry that stuff over with you. Don't cross over, into 2014 with a Jezebel spirit, with an Ahab spirit, a Ichabod spirit. Don't cross over into 2014 with that stuff. A lustful spirit, a fornicating spirit, a adultery spirit, a idolatry spirit. Don't cross over into 2014 with other Baals. Baals are nothing but idol gods that we make, whether it be possessions or people, or lust. Don't do it. Don't cross over. Make a decision in your mind. I encourage you. I'm encouraging you, and I'm with you on this, saying, come out. Come out. Just come on out and come into 2014 free and delivered. Find somewhere to go. Be in the right place at the right time. Don't be in the wrong place at the wrong time and it costs you your life. And you're going to be thinking about this video. Don't let it be too late to apologize or too late to repent and too late to come out. Don't let the enemy continue to control your mind and torment it night and day and continue to keep you in bondage. Who wants to live like that? I don't. You don't even be like in jail. So why let the enemy put you in jail and incarcerate your life and your mind and your heart like that in the spirit? Come out. Make him out of a liar that he already is. He's already defeated. He's the one that's the coward, not you. Don't let the coward make you into a coward. No. Come on now as you're coming into 2014. Come out. I don't care what you've done, what building you set on fire, who you had sex with, who you slept with. I don't care. When you did it, I don't care of the situation, how it happened, if they was married or if it was your auntie, your husband you slept with, whoever. It doesn't matter. Come out. Come on out. God will fix the rest of that up. He'll deal with everybody else and heal the hearts and he'll mend it all together in his timing. But what you need to focus on personally is coming on out and being free, because you do not need, I decree it to you, you do not need to go into 2014 the same way, or and even worse from 2013. You don't want to carry that over. You don't want to carry that over. That's spiritual suicide. Don't do that. Don't abort your own self as you're coming into 2014. Get life, which is Jesus Christ. So with that being said, if you would like to know more about me personally, some testimonies and some things I've done and when I was in the world, I don't mind sharing with you, because guess what? By the words of my mouth, my testimony, you're going to become set free and delivered in Jesus' name. So yeah, I don't mind sharing with you. Because, see, I don't care what people think. It doesn't matter to me how they're going to look when I open my mouth and say my testimony. What I care about is that when I open my mouth, I know you're going to be set free and delivered, because these are my testimonies. And I'm not ashamed to share them, because you know what? I am delivered. I've been delivered, and God has forgiven me and forgotten, and I'm clean now. And whom the Son sets free is free indeed. I said that to say this: be encouraged and come out. I love you much, Gabrielle.